Welcome to Dragon Ball Super. I hope you guys had your fill this evening for tonight's episode. If you guys have not watched it, leave the video, go to Funimation or go to Crunchyroll, whichever you prefer. And if you don't have an account, sign up for a free trial. You get, I think, like 7 days, or I don't know how long you get for a free trial, but I know for a fact you're going to get a free trial on it. So hop on and take advantage of it and watch the episode. It's 1080p resolution and the subtitles. But all right, let's get the show started, man. I'm going to get this on the road right now. This episode, it wasn't spectacular, but I'm not going to say it was the worst episode in the universe. But like I said, it just wasn't spectacular, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that major of a disappointment. It was, to me, a little bit disappointing, but at the end of the day, the animation for me lived up for it. You know, it made me feel a little bit better about the show. It also reminded me how much the show improved. So, you know, in the beginning of the episode, Gohan and Piccolo are admiring Goku. You know, how he defeated, you know, Kefla, you know, Kefla, you know, the Patora fusion between Khalifa and KO. She was pretty damn freaking powerful, man. Made a few times during Twitch when he was in meditation, you know, and brought out Goku's Ultra Instinct. You know, I know a lot of people are upset because the fact that, you know, Goku Super Saiyan Blue is God tier form and that Kefla was, you know, rivaling that power. But, you know, at the end of the day, Goku was not 100%. So I think you can, you know, case in point, you can argue the fact why Kefla was able to, you know, catch Goku, you know, give Goku a little hard time. But at the end of the day, you just remind yourself, you know, she knocked him out by going behind him and kicking him. He wasn't aware of that. You know, he told her that attack wasn't going to work, and he easily, you know, destroyed that key blast she threw at him. But she just went behind him with the distraction and knocked him out, and that's why he attained Ultra Instinct. But back on track, so Gohan and Piccolo, you know, they admired it after the fact, but then they realized, Piccolo's like, oh, snap, Goku's son is defenseless. You know, it's true. I mean, the dude's out of stamina. I mean, he put all that attack into one blast. The dude didn't have nothing else left to sustain the Ultra Instinct, and last but not least, to defend himself against anybody. So this paved the way for warriors who feel like there's a threat to the universe to come and attack them, you know, mostly because of the universe too. So as Gohan and Piccolo are ready to help Goku out, they get stopped by the universe 6 Namekians, and then the god of destruction, Champa. You know, it's hilarious, man. I like how he's on top of, I think it's Magneto. Yeah, I think that's his name. And Magneto, he's on top of him, and he's like, come on, you better not lose, and you better not lose. You know, I mean, I get his, you know, his frustration and why he's nervous, because these two are the last of his warriors in the universe, and they get eliminated, it's a wrap. Zeno is gonna erase them, and the universe is gone. They're gonna be, it's like they never existed to begin with. And I like how he scolds Magneto. He's like, cheer them up. You know, he's like, you're not cheering them up right. It was so funny. And you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this episode wasn't extremely disappointing. It had some comedy in it, you know, that humor in it, and I like that. You know, it lightened the tone up it, because the last two episodes are very serious and very intense. So it was a nice little mix up. So now then we go off to Vegeta. You know, and which is we all know that if you guys read the spoilers, that this week Vegeta was gonna attempt Ultra Instinct and of course failed. But he didn't fail like he got embarrassed. It was just something like he said it in one of the scenes. He closes his eyes. He said, if Kakarot can do it, I can do it. If I empty my mind, my body will react on its own. So he tried to do it, and he keep getting punched by the dude. But it goes to show how the show has constantly, well, Whis for that matter, has constantly reiterated his point from time and time again that attaining Ultra Instinct is not easy. It's not even something, like I said, time and time again, that the gods of destruction themselves have not attained it. I do think all the angels have. We know Whis have, but I do believe all the angels have attained mastery self-movement, but the gods of destruction haven't. Beerus has been only shown as the only gods of destruction so far to have that form, but not in a mastery form. So Vegeta tries it. He keeps getting punched, and I love this scene. He says, that's it, that's enough. And he grabbed the dude's hand and he started punching him real hard. He was like, you out of your power? He was like blown away. You know, the dude is getting wrecked. And I love that part. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show Vegeta didn't get embarrassed. You know, Vegeta didn't just, you know, got smacked around. They call him Susan. No, they didn't do any of that. You know, it just, Vegeta tried to make an attempt. You know, he's like, you know, if Goku can do it, I had the same training as him. I can do it too. And it's going to take time. Remember, Vegeta later on in the arc will get his spotlight. So after that, Universe 2 now, they're going to go after Goku. But before that, I like that little bonding, that brother and sister bonding. Android 17 and 18, 18 is hurt. She hurt her ankle. At some point in the fight in the series, she got hurt really bad. She got injured. So 17, that comes to her aid, he bandages her up, and 18, like I said, 18, 17 having this bond moment, and I love that brother and sister bond. And she's telling him, I like how you're gonna take all the animals around the world, and that she wishes Krillin had her a little bit of higher pay to make things easier, but she really loves him. She really loves him. She loves her daughter Marion. These characters have come so far. That character development from being a villain in Dragon Ball Z series to being, the hero, now, being the protector of all life in their universe. For 17 case, he loves animal. He goes to the jungle. He protects them from poachers. And in 18's case, she wants to protect her family. Her family's life is on the line. So it was just nice to see it. So after that scene, they go into Goku's aid because Ribrianne and Rozie are ready to shoot a ki blast at Goku. Now, remember, Goku can't defend himself. So there was nothing Goku can do. Man, the dude was in trouble. And I love that one of them shot that ki blast. It doesn't show who did it, but one of them did. But you see that both of them get in. Goku's thanking them. And it was just so nice because it brings my memory back. It's funny because they were going to kill Goku in Dragon Ball Z. And now they're helping to do that. How funny is that? It's complete turnaround, chain of events. How in the beginning it was Android 16, 17, 18, all looking for Goku to murder him. And now the roles are reversed. Well, Goku's not trying to kill them, but they did a complete 360 and they're defending their universe together. Like I said, it's just a nice development, nice change in the series between these two characters. So now they go into starting a fighting mode, and I like how Master Roshi compliments them. He compliments their fighting, and it's just to show that these two female warriors are not a pushover. I know that a lot of people are very irritated between Ribrianne and how she got a lot of spotlight. Don't get me wrong, I'm with you guys. She is a bit annoying, and I was getting a little annoyed with this episode with her, but I was very grateful for the outcome of this episode. Like I said, I would have been really, really angry if I got the opposite of results that I was hoping for. So, and I'll get to that in a bit. But like I said, they start fighting, and Goku's upset because he's like, damn it, man, I wish I had my stamina back, because Goku feels like, I'm pretty confident he could have ended this, but he used up all his stamina because he's fighting he's in Ultra Instinct form, fighting what's his name? Kefla. So the Patora fusion. So that just, it was good that he lost his stamina, because we were able to get the other fighters there, the spotlight, to see how they could take on the other warriors and stuff like that. But the rest of Universe 2 warriors fall back. They follow Ribrianne Sama's orders, but and at first they were questioning it. They were like, maybe he's right here. He's tired out. Let's knock him out. And I think that was a stupid move, not deciding to eliminate Goku while he's tired out, because you're just playing a dangerous game. You're not supposed to leave the strongest fighter. Well, Jiren is the strongest fighter for now. He holds that title, but the second strongest fighter in the ring while you tired him out. You should have. I would have disobeyed her order, and I would have picked him up and threw him out of the ring. I wouldn't have taken that chance. And now look what happened. It bit them in the butt, and then they got eliminated. So it just goes to show that you play with fire, it's gonna come back and hit you really hard. So it goes back after that scene. After Goku entices him, hey, I'm ready to fight. It goes back to the battle with Ribrianne and Rozie. And they, 17 and 18, they're having it fighting in sync, man. I love that chemistry, the fight choreography between the two. And Ribrianne gets upset. She's running, 18 dodging her ki blast, and she's running around, and she kicks Ribrianne in the face. And Ribrianne's like, what the hell, man? That's not right. That's not fair. Fight me fair and square. And I love this part. I love what the scene comes up when 18 says, I'm not here to fight you, man. I'm here to win. I have a lot at stake. I have my daughter, and I got my husband. And like I said, it just goes to show the character development between 18 and 17. They're no longer that people that was Dr. Giro's creation, that they were designed to kill Goku. No, they learned to live a normal human life. They learned love. You know, in 17 case, he loved the animals. He loved the life form, protecting them from poachers. In 18th case, she loves her daughter and she loves her husband. She became a mother. She became a wife. And now she's defending that. She's going in there and she's putting it all on the line to keep her people, keep her loved ones alive. And that's what I love about that. And this scene was so hilarious. I like how she looked at Krillin and she's like, oh, hell no. You know, she's like, he's not beautiful. And I got to say, like, as annoying Ribrianne is, oh, man, I got to tell you, that scene was funny, you know, calling Krillin ugly. You know, like I said, it was unexpected. This episode lightened the tone of the series for a little bit. You know, like I said, these past few episodes had been very intense. You know, the fight was very intense, you know, and it was thrilling. But to add a little humor into it, this episode was a nice change for me. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you guys. If you guys liked it too, you like how there was a change of pace, you know, there was some humor in it, let me know what you guys think. You know, that's just my opinion. If you disagree, I understand. So at the fight, they start to resume their fight. Ribrianne in 18 deflecting, I think, her ki blast or one of her, or I guess, no, it was a ki blast. So she's deflecting the ki blast, and as soon as she's about to land, you see in that scene, she twisted her ankle. Remember her ankle? She had a bad ankle. Twisted her ankle, and then 17 defends, like, he goes in and he saves her. He saves her, and then they start to fight in sync again. And now while they're fighting in sync, what I love about this is that, what's it called? Ribrianne's about to shoot 18 in the air. I mean, she's like, you can't dodge this. And he's about to shoot her. And 17 is fighting, and the blast is going to 17. And then 17 dips and hits Rozie, and Rozie gets eliminated. That was a nice combination. It was really, really nice. And then Ribrianne, she reverts back to her form after she gets hit, and she traps 18. And now this is what I love about this scene. You know, the love between Android 18 and Krillin, is that, you know, how much have these two couples grown together? How much, you know, you can see how much they really love each other. I know 18 plays the hard one, the tough one, and she showed the tough love, but, you know, she really loves her husband. And Krillin is screaming 18, 18, because Ribrianne transformed to this big giant, you know, Ribrianne, you know, form, and she's already about to hit her, and 18 breaks free from the big armor. And she goes in, she's ready to attack her, and then 17 comes to intervene. He builds like a shield around them to block the ki blast, and then 18 delivers the finishing blow, knocks out Ribrianne. And then another scene that I love, when Supreme Kai was like, you know, your love, you guys, I love you guys, you know, and you got your big armor is Krillin's love in 18, and 18 shoots him a ki blast, and he's like, oh, that. I got carried away because she's like, I'm going to kill you. It just goes to show, you know, this woman, as even though she said that she was going to kill him, we both know she wouldn't. But she's that woman that she shows tough love. She's not the kind of like that girly, you know, goody two-shoe type chick. She's more that rough around the edges type chick, which I kind of don't blame her, you know, considering her background. But it was just really funny. You know, overall, this episode may have not been spectacular like episode 115, 116. But still, I don't think this episode was one of the worst episodes of Dragon Ball Super. It was a mix-up. It wasn't very serious, but it was also at the same time, it provided humor in it, and it was a nice change of pace. But, you know, we saw a little bit of Gohan and Piccolo. I was expecting a little bit more of the spotlight. If you guys were disappointed about that, tell me that in the comment section. Tell me why. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little bit disappointed. That's what attributed to my disappointment to the episode. I was kind of expecting, you know, Gohan and Piccolo having a fight scene between the Universe 6 Namekians, but we're going to be getting that next episode, next weekend, because the previews showed them do fighting. You know, it just goes to show that previews and spoilers don't really speak and define the entirety of the episode. It really doesn't. We got to bear that in mind, that just because we get spoilers and stuff like that doesn't necessarily mean that we're getting every single piece or that's going to be the main theme of the episode. It's not. So that's just the reality it is. But we got to see a little bit of Vegeta making an attempt for Ultra Instinct. We got to see, you know, the brotherly and sister bond between 17 and 18, which was really awesome. That character development between DBZ all the way to Dragon Ball Super. the love between Krillin and 18. It just showed that how much 18 has grown as a wife. We always known, and as the mother too, because she has a daughter. But we've always known Krillin had been very passionate. He had compassion. You know, he's very caring, very loving, and he always thinks about others before himself. He never puts himself first. He never puts his selfish need first. So it was mainly about 17 and 18, and that's what I like about it. You know, Dragon Ball Super has showed these two characters grown so far since. So other than that, that's pretty much it. You know, I think, like I said, overall, great episode. Wasn't spectacular, but pretty great. Had the disappointment, but I am very glad that Ribrianne and Rozie are finally out of the show, because they just needed to be gone, needed to be eliminated. It was getting enough. I was getting tired of it. This whole love crap. Oh my God, love this, love that. No more. I'm glad it's done. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys happy that Universe 2 female warriors are finally eliminated, Ribrianne and Rozie, and you no longer have to deal with this nonsense? And now, do you guys think Universe 6 and Universe 2 will be eliminated, will erase next weekend? Or do you think it's going to be Universe 2 or Universe 6 that's going to vanish? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys like my video, press like. If you guys want more content from my channel, you please press subscribe. I hope you guys have a good evening.